All right, we basically have four different flows today, but really it's three because we're going to blend a few of them. The first one we're going to start out with, I think all of you are familiar with, and it's that rising sun flow. So let's work on the hand movement, and then we'll work on the leg movement, and then we'll integrate. So first things first, we're going to get our mace set up into warrior. We back up a little bit. And then when we do this whole rising sun deal, we want to get to the Shaolin hold. We're always going to take our bottom hand off the mace. So for now, I'm going to face you so you can see my hands. This is my left hand at the bottom, so do the same if you could. And it's called the rising sun flow. If you watch, I'm sliding my mace, palm open, facing towards you, up my mace. And the idea is like I'm going to block out the sun. And then when I transition my mace to my arm, it's literally just sitting right here in that forearm. I try to get some connection with my hand if I can. And it's out there at about a 45-degree shoulder angle. From here, we're going to let the mace continue to go in the same direction because we're making a circle. The globe goes down, and you can see it's just on my forearm. And I grip it with a thumbs down grip there and a thumbs down grip up here. Top hands off, and I'm right back where I started. So let's go there a couple more times first. So vertical mace, left hand at the bottom. Left hand slides up the mace, palm open, facing towards the camera. Connect it basically into the crook of that elbow and get it off to the side. From here, we're going to go globe down, tail up, and both of my thumbs are down right now. Top hand comes off, and I'm reconnecting. Let's just go one more time here, and then we'll work on the legs, and then we're going to integrate. So left hand comes off, and we block out the sun. Sits in the crook of the elbow. If you notice, this hand, the one that didn't go anywhere yet, it's like right in front of my belly button as a frame of reference. From here again, it rotates around that forearm, globe down, thumbs down, top hand comes off, and here I am reconnected. So that's our flow. All right, let's put the mace down just for a sec. Now, we're going to go into some high lunging here, which means we're going to balance in between our lunges. So here's basically the idea. So I had my mace going to my left. So the process is going to look like this with my lower body. First, we really just weight shift to the left where that mace is being held in that Shaolin hold. And my right leg comes up nice and high, and I'm balanced. I'm going to connect my foot. So right there, that's a step 4 or a dragon lunge. From here, while I'm still connected, this would be when that mace goes vertical with the tail up and the globe down. I'm going to go right back to balancing again, and I just took my right hand off, and right now my mace is parallel to the ground. I reconnect, and I go side lunge. So one more time, and then we'll have the mace. Block out the sun if you want to use your imagination with the hands. Weight shift left, right leg up. Drag it. Vertical mace. Back to high balanced hold again. Reconnect, side lunge. Let's go for it. I want to go 5 consecutively in one direction, and then we'll go 5 consecutively in the other. All right, so I'm going to face away from you here. So this is going to be our Shaolin. Gina, just try to jump in best you can. So I've got my left hand at the bottom. Take my hand off, block out the sun, enter into Shaolin. Weight shift left and balance. I'm connecting that right foot. Mace goes vertical. So I'm still connected. Mace is vertical right now. I'm going to go back to that balanced hold that took my right hand off. I reconnect, and I'm in my side lunge. Right on back. Let's go 5. Bottom hand up. Block out the sun. Shaolin. Weight shift. Balance. Dragon. Stay connected. Vertical mace. Balance. Top hand off. Side lunge. One more if we talk. Block out the sun in the Shaolin. Weight shift. Balance. Connect into dragon. Tail down. Globe down, tail up. Back to balance. reconnect side lunge. We're going to be quiet now. One more left. And there he is. All right. Let's just go one time through the hand transitions really quick, and then we'll get right back to it. So if we're not going to go the other way, our right hand's going to come off. So my right hand represents my bottom hand, and I'm in this warrior. So go right there with me if you could. We're going to block out the sun with the right hand this time around and get into our Shaolin on our right side. Gina, you can see it's kind of sitting in the crook of that elbow. Mm-hmm. Globe down, tail up. I grip with both thumbs down. Top hand comes off, and I reconnect. That's it. Let's do it together. Right hand. Block out the sun, establish Shaolin, and weight shift in that direction. Balance. Connect. Vertical mace. Balance. Reconnect to side lunge. Bottom hand. Block out the sun. Weight shift. Balance. Dragon. Stay connected as mace goes vertical. Balance. Reconnected to side lunge. Bottom hand. Shaolin and weight shift. Balance. Dragon. Vertical mace. Balance. If I can. Reconnect to side lunge. Two more. I'm going to do it. Go ahead and try to follow my lead. And relax. Nice smooth flow to start our day off. So now that we've got a sense of that piece, and that's like a slow, controlled, high lunge where we can keep floating in the middle, let's do the opposite of that, and then let's blend it. And what you're going to notice is the steps are exactly the same, but our mace movement's going to be pretty different. So this is that video I sent you in advance. So the reference probably won't make much sense. So I'll kind of go down this road. It's just when they describe this movement, it's literally like we want to throw, like create power and throw the mace off to the side. So, you know, there's been all these video games over the years where a guy that kind of creates power and throws it. That's the like analogy they use when they talk about how we're tossing this mace out to the side. So you want it to be ballistic. You want to really get tight, brace, create energy, and toss it out. So let's work on just that for a sec. So the position we start off in hopefully looks somewhat familiar. I've got my mace set up. This is going to be my left hand. I kind of have like my pointer finger and my thumb just gently contacted with that globe. My other three fingers are wrapped around the actual handle itself. It just creates a little added stability. That's all it really is. So this is my left hand, and I'm going to put my mace in front of my right hip. You notice right now my mace is parallel to the ground. So I'm really going to create a whole bunch of tension. I'm going to use my free hand, and we're going to toss the mace to the left. So using that right hand, you throw it out there. So right now my mace is vertical. Now here's the challenge, to not be in your neck as you're holding the mace out here. So I'm in my lat, my shoulders packed best I can. And then all we were going to do really is just bring it back into that same position again. So let's toss it, let's say like 4 more times. So create stability, get that off hand off, toss it on out. Good. Bring it right back where it came from. Okay, brace, toss. Good. Now, Gina, you're going the wrong way with the direction of that toss, I feel like. So put my left hand on here, right? I'm going to give you my back now. I take the globe in front of my right hip. Again, my left hand is on there. I toss it to my left. So I toss it away from my body. I don't necessarily go across my body. Let's go 2 more for Gina's sake. So if anyone has a 7 and a 10, and you're starting to feel like your neck even a little bit, transition over to that 7. All right, let's practice on the other side now. So I'm going to give you my front for a couple, then my back. Here's my right hand. Again, you see that hold? I got my thumb and my pointer finger on there. We're going to take that mace across the body. So globe is in front of my left hip right now. We're going to toss it out to the right. So other hand comes on. Toss. Right back where you came from. Let's go 5. You can really use this off arm. It should be involved. It should really make getting the mace out there pretty easy. There we are. Okay. So we're going to do a modification of like a flow with this. We're going to just use that piece, and we're going to use the same 2 steps as we just did in the rising sun. So our 2 steps are going to be side lunge and dragon lunge. Now, on this flow, we don't go high. It's not that high balance hold. It's low when it's fast. So here's how we're going to do this. I'll just give you a visual for just literally 1 rep. I'm going to start off holding with my left arm. So I've got that same hold I've been showing you, and we're going to side lunge. So your normal side lunge hold would be here. I'm taking my right hand off and going into that same position that we just did standing a second ago. So this is the position I'm going to throw my mace from. So I've got my right hand on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a dragon lunge with my right leg, which is currently the bent knee here in my side lunge, as I toss it out. And then for us, we're just going to come right back where we were. So one more time, side lunge. Here's a posterior view of me. I got my right hand on there. I toss it out to my left as I go right into my dragon, and I'm going to come right back. Everybody good with that? All right, so look, I don't want to do 1,000 of these because of, the shoulder, and that will give out. Let's just do 5. So side lunge off to the right. I'm going to give you my back from the beginning. So let's get into that regular side lunge right just for a sec. To establish that position of the mace, right hand comes off. I punch my mace down and across, so now my globe is sitting square in front of my right hip. We're going to push to the left to push off the right leg and go into dragon. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to punch down back into that side lunge. Let's go 4 more. Right hand for assist. One more coming. Okay. Let's flip sides. So now, right hand's going to be my hold. Same deal. Thumb and pointer finger on there really help a lot. I'm going to side lunge off to my left. So, regular mace hold. Make sure we're on the same page. This will matter in a minute. I'm going to take the left hand off, punch my globe in front of my left hip. So, from here, we're going to drive off the left. Push the mace to the right. We're going into dragon again. 1, 2, 3. There we are. All right. Real quick sip of water if you'd like it. And then I want to blend our first 2 flows into one. So there's going to be a little like yin and yang here. We're going to start off with that rising sun. Slow, controlled, high balance. The second we're done with that, we're going to go quick and toss and ballistic. So I'll give you one visual, then we'll go together. So anterior view so you can see hands. That's going to be my left. So here's the beginning, that rising sun. Block at the sun, shallow in and weight shift. Balance. Connect Mace goes vertical. Balance again. So this is the slow part. And then my side lunge. Now here's the only part we need to make sure we're on the same page of. Here's a side lunge, right? But I want to go to that different hold. I take the hand on the tail off, punch down and across. So now this is when we do that second flow that we just did, where we create the energy and toss it out. So side lunge right, toss it, and then I'm back to my side lunge. And then we just simply would reconnect and start over from the beginning again. So it's, again, just a blend of flow 1 and flow 2. We good with the idea at least? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to start off with my left hand at the bottom, and that's the one that's going to come off for the Shaolin. Everything else should fall into place from there. Let's again go 5 flows here. Sorry, this is so random. I'm like in my basement. This is on my steps. I'm trying to find the right camera angle. I think that works. Okay, let's do it. So left hand at the bottom. So yin and yang. This is our slow part. Bottom hand comes off. Shaolin, weight shift, balance. Connect in your dragon. Mace is vertical. Back to your balance. Into your side lunge. Now, right hand comes off, we punch across. Now we go fast. Toss it out. And then punch it back where you came from. And now let's reestablish our initial position. Left hand's coming off again. Shaolin. Slow control. Weight shift. Balance. Connect in your dragon. Vertical mace. Balance and control. Try to make this transition a little quicker this time. Right hand off, toss it. Punch it back in that side lunge, return back where you came. I'm going to try to get a little quicker as we go. Right hand Shaolin. Weight shift and balance. Connect. Vertical mace. Back to balance. Side lunge, try to make a quick transition quick. Right hand off, punch down, toss it out. Punch it back where you came from, feet together. Left hand. Weight shift. Balance. Connect in your dragon. Quick. Next, you go 2 more. We'll do 6. Left hand. Sorry, not used to my space here. Weight shift and balance. Connect. Vertical. Quick. Punch down. Grow. Punch down. 1 more. Left. All right, that's done. Anyone really struggle with that, or were we okay for the most part?
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's flip sides up. So right hand's coming off again, yin yang, slow and then fast. Let's try to like reflect that right away. Vertical mace. Right hand's gonna come off, block out that sun. We've got our weight shift and our balance. Dragon. Vertical mace. Balance, reconnect, we try to transition quick. Left hand comes off, punch down, throw it to the right. Punch it back down, return to start. Right hand. Weight shift and balance. Connect. Vertical. Balance. Reconnect the side, left hand off, punch down, throw right. Punch down. Right hand Shaolin. Weight shift and balance. Vertical. Balance. Connect. Quick. Punch. Toss. Punch. Here we go. Shift balance. Dragon. Vertical. Balance. Reconnect in quick. Here you go. One more.
Hey.
There it is. All right, catch your breath for a sec. Grab some water. I know I'm gonna.
See you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
very
Have a great
much.
day.
I enjoyed those. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Everybody else good for the remainder?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
What time you need to run, John?
I'm not sure. I'm going to try and go as long as my kids will let me. So.
Got it completely. Okay. So whenever you disappear, it's all good. Okay.
All right. Thank you if I have to hop off.
All good. All good. All right. So nice little yin and yang on that last one. I don't want to be like too deep on it, but it's like a very slow, controlled, methodical, then it's explosive as you can get. So I like putting stuff like that together. The next flow we did at the end of our last session, I liked it a lot, and I thought we'd bring it back one more time. So, Jean, you missed this guy. Everyone else, I believe, was there for this stuff. So this is the one that my Mace coach put together, which I really like. So we just need first to work on like the battling mace just for a sec again, where we integrate it into a lunge. The rest of it's pretty easy. So let's do this. Grab that mace for me, please. So when we're upright, we're holding the mace in kind of, I think let's call it like the battle mace position. We'd start off for our purposes right now, back in the warrior again, like we were doing when we transitioned to Shaolin. This time around, you're not going to take the bottom hand off. You just take the middle hand, the top hand, mid mace. And whichever side you just grab with is all good. And this is my right arm, which is my mid arm. You pull it off towards that arm that's gripping the mace at the height of the mid, what I'm trying to say. And then our chop, as you know, is there. We just did these half kneeling. So, yeah, Jean, what you're doing, I feel like, is you're kind of keeping your arms connected. They have to move off the body to allow the chop across the body. So, Jean, if I'm you, right, my mace is on my right side. I want to chop it to my left hip, and my mace is parallel to the ground down there. There you go. So, everyone, give me a couple chops there for a second. All good. Pat, just your top hand slid, go more mid-mace. There you go. All right. Everyone happened to grab it with the right hand. So now let's transition. Grab it with the left hand. So left hand is mid-mace, right hand is bottom. Mace is off to our left side. Here's that chop. I'll give you this view, actually. Give me 5 more chops. Get comfortable. All good. Jean, just take it further to the side when you bring it up. So it should be more to your left side when you bring the mace back up. There you are, Jean. All right, everyone's all good. So really quick, let's just work on the steps and not worry about the mace, and then we'll blend. So the only transition that really happens here with the hand, it's like a kind of a simple one until we do horizon, is literally we are going to take the hand from close to the globe, kind of slide it to mid-mace so we can do that chop, and then we have to slide the hand back again. So that's really all that's happening besides a horizon switch. Let's work on the steps real quick. So we're going to face towards the camera here, and a regular side lunge obviously would be out that way, right? It would be 90 degrees to my right. When we do this side lunge, I'll give you this view, we're stepping kind of back and away. So if I'm facing towards you, right, and I'm going to step back on my right leg, I pivot 90 degrees to my right, and now I'm facing towards that wall. So let's work on that just for a second. If you're not familiar with like what this looks like, if you think about it, this is a horizon switch in terms of like the footwork. So face me, and let's take that step back with our right leg to start. So right leg, 90-degree pivot in a side lunge. So the left leg should be pointing towards the camera. Now, our first or second move from here would be night shield back to the camera. So we kind of take our globe up into that crossbody top position, pivot to the camera. I'm going to forward lunge essentially here, and I push my mace forward. So just imagine this with me here. So we got our mace. So now the right hand, sorry, my bad, the right leg is going to come up to balance. And this is when we have to get the battle mace. So the left hand slides down to mid mace. We step back where we came from, and we would chop down. From here, we would do a horizon switch and repeat it on the other side. So that's just the general idea of it. Let's try a couple just off on that right side, and then we'll put the whole thing together. So grab that mace, please. So initially, we're facing towards the camera again. And let's just set up really simply, globe on our left. All right, right leg, 90 degrees side lunge. So let's pivot into that side lunge. Left leg is facing towards the camera. Crossbody top, essentially I'm bicep curling my mace globe with my left arm, pivoting to the camera and pushing my mace to the camera. Now this is going to be when we slide this hand to mid mace. So let's come up for balance. Left hand slides to mid mace. We go back to that side lunge and we chop the mace down. From here, real simple, we need to slide the hand back to where we started. So let's reset right here again. Globe on the left again. And that chop, here's like a better view, is here. So globe left. Let's hit that 90-degree step away side lunge. Right shield to the camera. Right leg up, slide that left hand, back to that same side lunge and chop. Left hand slides back where it came from. Let's flip it to the other side. The globe's on the right. Left leg step away side lunge. Bicep curl, night shield to the camera. Left leg comes up, establish that battle mace position. Chop as you go back into that side lunge you came from. Reestablish the hand position. Let's face the camera again. So one more time, and then we start to blend this with the horizon. Globe's on the right. Left leg step away side lunge. Bicep curl. Night shield. Balanced. Step right back where you came from. Okay, so last piece of the puzzle. Let's bring in that horizon switch, and then we're going to flow this, and we'll be right side, left side, back and forth. So horizon switch, let's just practice that real quick. So let's do it where we're facing the camera, though. So I've got my globe on my left. Here's my little step away, 90-degree side lunge. When we do this, we're going to step with the right leg towards the camera. It's a 90-degree turn. And then the left hand will slide off. And then now we do that 180 side lunge. So let's go back and forth for a few. I mean, two more each way, but everyone looks good. Good morning, by the way, Jody. Appreciate that. And remember, go around the side with this horizon switch. So try not to be so underneath. Make it a deal where it's whipping around. There we go. All right, I think we're all good. So I don't have a timer here, so I think we're going to be numbers based again. Let's try to do the flow 5 times, right side, left side being 1 rep. So basically it's kind of 10. So let's do this thing. Gina, how you holding up, girl?
I just muttered under my breath, "You're killing me." No, it's good though. It's good. I like it.
Probably more lunging than you're used to, I would guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right, so look, here's our deal. Globes on the left. We're going to start off with the right leg step away side lunge. So here we go. 1, 2, actually, no, I can do my back. 1, 2, 3. Bicep curl, Night shield. The left hand slides mid-mace. As we balance on that left leg, chop the mace back into that side lunge right. Left hand slides, horizon. Good. Night shield. Hand slides back, horizon. Night shield. Right leg up, left hand mid-mace. Chop into that side lunge right. Horizon. Night shield. Left leg up. Right hand mid-mace. Chopping that side lunge. Good. Horizon. Night shield. Right leg up. Left hand mid-mace. Chop back into that side lunge right. Horizon. Night shield. Left leg up. Right hand mid-mace. Chop. And be quiet for the last 2 cycles here. One more cycle. Relax. All good. All right, take a sec, catch your breath, grab some water if you like it. Got 5 minutes here. So I got a crazy idea. We'll see how it goes. I think we could blend all 3 of our flows into one. That's what I think. Doesn't mean it'll come to fruition. So this was not planned per se, but we've got the time. So let's try to see if we can do it. I will go slow, I promise. I just might have to figure out like one little means of connecting. But so we're going to go the Shaolin Rising Sun into where we kind of toss our energy, bring the feet back together, and then we would do the flow we just did. So what do you want here? On my back?
Yes.
All right. That was a consensus right there. So let's go with the left arm coming off for the Rising Sun, the Shaolin hold. We're going to try to just do it once per side, given our time. So, mace is vertical. Left hand's going to come off. Block out the sun. Weight shift and balance. Great. Nice and slow through all this. Vertical mace. Back toward our balance. So now, kind of a quick transition. Pulsing energy. Back down where we came from. Now I've got my globe on my left. We're going to do a step away, side lunge right for the flow we just did. Good. So I'm going to right leg side lunge. Night shield. Balance. Chop. Horizon. Let's do the other side, and then we'll flip the whole thing around. Night shield. Chop. Get back where we started. All right, one more time, other side. Right arm for Shaolin now. Slow control here. All right, gotta make our transition now to fast. Punch, throw. Punch. Glove on the right. Left leg, reverse lunge. Into that side lunge relation set. Night shield. Right leg up. Chop. Horizon. Night shield. Right leg up. Chop. There it is. We integrated all 3. and I would be happy to do more, but I think we're out of time. I need to go get a shot.
Thank you, Joe.
You're very welcome. Everyone feel okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Gina, you're good too? I know this is like newer stuff for you. Your legs aren't too fried?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No,
Jody,
no.
how are you?
I mean,
good?
yes, they are, but that was fun.
Cool. Jody, you were good?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. And Pat, awesome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. All right, Jody, safe travels.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pat, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
And, we'll touch base today to figure out like where we are with our hours, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
See you later.
Thanks, Joe.
You're very welcome, everybody. Have a
Thank
great day.
Thanks, you too.
Notice how
Bye.
quickly Gina jumped off there.